Welcome to the Mischief. I'm Vellum, and this is Magical Mischief Tour. Today I feel the urge to get into a little bit of magic. I mean, I say that like we haven't actually already gotten into any magic. We did. We got into a bit of Eidolon, but it hasn't been as in-depth as, you know, your typical magic mod can get. I restored some of these ruins a little bit. I still liked them being looking very ancient looking, so I just restored the arches so that they were actually complete. I restored a bit of a stairway and put up a little bit of a work area, as you will. I still have my slime wings. I have not fallen since last time. Oh, that was pretty bad. But I've got some a bit simpler stuff on here. I still have Eidolon because I still need to continue on with the prayers. I do want to continue on with it, but just not as of yet. Evil craft is something I definitely want to get into. Today I'm going to focus on mana and artifice. Treasure maps. That's another thing. I found 2 treasure maps. Sadly, they're both the same. But happily, it means that I'm not far from these maps. Let's see, if this is north, then that means I just need to go south somewhere. And I figured I could just try and locate this. Maybe it's nearby. Yeah, I'm actually close. I'm on the map. Oh boy. All right. This isn't far at all. I thought this would take me a lot longer. Well, I say that now, but for all I know, it's going to take me quite a while to try and dig up this treasure. Let's see if I can kind of float down here a little bit. Okay, so I've landed on the shore, but it looks like it is, of course, out here on the beach somewhere. Specifically, it says it's over here, which isn't too bad. I just have a little poke around with my platinum hoe, because it still works just fine underwater, and I'll see what I can come up with. Oh, I think I just found it. Let me get some air first before I start drowning. I did kind of clean up the beach, but yeah, I'm going to need the sand anyway, so I might as well hop down here. Yes, Heart of the Sea. This is what I was really looking for. Oh, and a bunch of iron, diamond, prismarine, even some fish, and a thrasher tooth. Ooh. I don't really need the TNT, but I'm going to grab it just because I might be able to use that for some like spell components or something, for all I know. Now I'm just going to collect up all the stuff that I left for my mess, and I'll meet you back at base. Alright, so with that out of the way, I feel a little bit better, actually. Having a little bit more valuable resources, especially this Heart of the Sea, because it can be used to summon a mini-boss, as well as be used to purchase some wings eventually. I know that it's been showing up on here as... Let's see, yeah, Heart of the Sea. I actually saw one earlier that was only a Heart of the Sea, and I was able to get a new wing set. So I'd like to have a backup set of wings in case I die again. That would be unfortunate. But that aside, there are plenty of challenges to do, and the treasure maps are done, but I really want to get into mana and artifice. But enough of that. If you take your Akashic Tome and turn to page 100 in your textbook, you open up your Codex Arcana. The first time you do it, it'll turn nighttime if it's day, because you'll get like absorbed in the reading or something like that, even though you haven't read anything yet. But there's plenty in here to read. It's not necessarily meant to be read in the order that is in here, but it can be useful to just read through if you really want to get into this mod. It's a customizable magic mod with lots of different like minions and abilities and stuff that you can really get into. And I kind of want to do exactly that. Let's start off with some basics. I need glyphs, which is going to be any number of... Are these all... Any forged stone, which is great, because... I don't have much of other stuff. Oh, I've got plenty of diorite. So if I open this up and I do this, I get a whole bunch of blank glyphs, which I'm going to need a bunch of. So I'm going to take 20 of these to start with. Then you can add any number of dyes to make them into whatever color you want. I think just keeping a blank one to start with is good. 4 leather and 2 string makes a glyph bag, which if I open this, I don't know if it stores blank glyphs. Oh, it does. Okay, it'll store blank glyphs plus any of your other colored ones, so it's just a handy way of carrying all your little like stone tiles. And this is just some basic equipment that I'm going to be making. A Runeforge, you might have been fortunate enough to find one in a village, and it does require a bunch of these ones here. I will need some dyes. That's not a problem. Alright, I also have had these planted for some time. I I still didn't, I'm missing one of the 5 flowers of mana and Artifice, but I am going to grab a stack of each to start with, just because I know that it's good to have your magical flowers for the magic mod that you're working on. Making a few glyphs, I think I can use those to make, there we go, a Runeforge. This will be pretty darn handy. It's similar to a furnace, but more magical. In this case, it's not going to use anything to fuel it. So if I were to take, oh look, we've got some regular stone here. If I just mine this up, you know it turns into cobble. I'll just put it in there. It instantly will start cooking it. I've got company. Hello! And eventually it will turn into the desired item. If you're putting it in there, it'll accept up to stacks of 16 of whatever the item is. And you can always like automate this as well, especially since Create is in the pack. Get out of here, you. Oh, you exploded with goodies. There we go, and it turned it back into smoothstone. Now, if you watch, I've got that stack of bones. There we go, it only takes 16, but when it's done, the icon will change in there for what it is. Eventually, I would like to have a bunch of those. It's rather slow, but, you know, it still works and it's free. All right, so this is where it starts getting interesting. I'm going to make an Occulus. This kind of tells you what you can do to progress in the mod. And it looks like I'm going to need some kind of ranged weaponry very soon, especially if I want the phantom membranes, because these guys are going to spawn all over the place now that I'm a bit further from the house and any fires. Okay, as I was saying, an Occulus, couple iron, glass, and Vintium dust, which you probably have seen some Vintium ore as you've been mining. You just want to smelt some up, whether it be in your Runeforge or not, doesn't make a difference. And I'll be right back with those materials. And there we go, one Occulus, perfect. And I'm going to put this here, and this is just going to kind of be a way for you to see things very magically. It's really pretty. I like it. The textures in this mod are constantly being updated, and it's really nice to see. So here you go. We've got lots that you can look at. We're on here. Progression, the first tab, your tier 1. Keep that in mind, it's important. Complete 10 of the 12 tasks to advance to the next tier. Doesn't have to be any specific 10, just any of these ones. So any but 2 of these need to be completed, or all but 2 of these need to be completed. So let's see here. Cast a cantrip, cast a spell, complete a ritual, craft a Manaweaving wand. Okay, we've got crafting tasks. I can do that. So let's start with that, a Manaweaving wand. All right, that requires Vintium ingots and Vintium dust. Now, Vintium ingots are made from Vintium coated iron, which is just iron with some Vintium dust smacked on there. So let me take this stuff that I've got, a bunch of Vintium that I've got, make a bunch of these Vintium coated iron, and I need to smelt these up now. Now, I could use this, but I think instead I'm going to go a little bit more for the speedy route. Oh, wow, I didn't realize I'd get 64 for that. Still. I'm going to smelt up some more because I've got plenty of bones. I'm going to go smelt these up in something a little bit quicker. And there we go. One Vintium Manaweaver's wand. Open by holding left control and right clicking. Okay. Left control and right clicking. Oh, cool. Oh, neat. And oh, it's got gust. And you can see that we've got the mana bar at the top here. That's ignite. Let's just try gust for starters. So let's go over here and, oh no, that's a triangle. That's not what I want. All right, so just that and that. Oh boy. Okay, so left click clears it. Right click makes this do the thing. Oh, hey, it worked. Okay. And that's neat. All right. I wish I would have known that before, else I wouldn't have like cleared all this out. Oh my gosh, that's really neat. I wonder if it affects bushes. Let's go test this, because I don't like these bushes because they slow you down a lot. So let's try this, and then this. It works on the bushes. Oh my gosh. And it looks like my wand is wearing out, the durability on it. Ooh. I did not realize that this would have a durability bar on it. That I need to store that for now. So let's see, craft a Manaweaving wand, draw a Manaweaving pattern. Okay, didn't expect that, but that's cool. Craft a Manaweaving altar. All right, that sounds good. All right, any kind of concrete powder plus some kind of stone and a water bucket to make this. Alright, and there we go. 1 Manaweaving Altar. Nice. Here and here. Lovely. Okay, so those are actually much brighter than these. So these are really nice. They don't give off much light. Anyway, let's continue on and see what else we need to do. We did the altar. Craft a spell with complexity 15 or more. Craft an inscription table. That sounds more like it. Alright, that's just a bunch of wood, a bit of carpet, and a book. And there we go. 1 inscription table. Okay, suddenly everything's getting really kind of full. And that finishes that. Craft something at a Manaweaving Altar. Oh. I really like this. It's very satisfying. Just right-clicking on the altar. I think it's trying to complete a ritual, but there's nothing to complete. So let's take a look at the inscription table. This needs ink, paper, probably some purified Vintium dust is what I'm guessing. Touch. Let's see, fire, damage, break, fling, slow, light. Oh, that looks appropriate. Touch, light, and that has a list of ingredients. Now, this is not the latest version of Mana and Artifice. I would like to upgrade this, or update this. Then it'll have little tooltips on here, I believe. But for now, I'm going to have to come up with these things. So, all right, here we go, some water. And I just right-click, and it is making me the vellum. Okay, at least I'm hoping it is. There we go, and I now have, there we go, 27 pages. Oh, nice. There we go, I've got vellum. I think this looks like some kind of ink bottle. Arcanist's ink requires some of the flowers, which I've got plenty of. Some ink sacs. It's not even black dye, it's just ink sacs and a glass bottle. All right, let me grab these things. Purified Vintium dust is going to be a little bit more challenging. That's Vintium dust, which I have, more flowers, and arcane ash. That is arcane compound smelted in a special Runeforge, and I get arcane ash. Of course I'm getting attacked by these guys again. Oh my gosh. Oh, I know all I need to do is sleep, but at the same time, I want their drops. So let me just finish these guys off, grab those ingredients, and I'll be right back. Okay, arcane compound. That should give me plenty of arcane compound. I have 64 now. Wow. All right, well, I'm going to start smelting that up instead, and these have to be done specifically in a Runeforge, or it needs to be cooked specifically in a Runeforge. And once that's done, I'll pop in the next set, and then we can continue on with purified Vintium dust, which then just combines more Vintium dust and more flowers. There we go. That should be enough. Durability 128. Okay, so maybe I just need to start with one of these. Wait, can I actually do something with that? I don't. For a minute I thought that I could drink it. Yeah, because it moved it toward my character there. That was interesting. All right, so I've got this, and I just need these ingredients here, which I've got some of them. I think that this is like a piece of clay. I'll have to go get that. I have to make one of these a Mystic Focus, which is just glass with some nuggets around it. Some Vintium dust, not a problem. A feather, not a problem. Torches, that's fine. Then there's this, some kind of sheet. It looks like this here, but it's actually this one on the next page, Infused Silk, which is perfect. It's used on the Manaweaving Altar to make it, and this means that I can use the Manaweaving Altar as well. So I need some wool, some string, and these, another Mystic Focus. So I'm going to make a couple of these. All right, so Infused Silk. This is going to be the first one we're going to try to make here, which I think I just click one ingredient on here. That's the wool. Then I'm going to need a piece of string. Then a Mystic Focus. And then I need to use my Manaweaver wand, which it can get confusing if you've not done this. I've read and I am familiar with it, but you just need to make a square pattern over top of this. Just by holding right click, it should make the right item. Have a really cool animation, and there we go. I now have this silk that I need. Oh, right click with an empty hand to instantly recraft. That's neat. Okay. But I don't want to, so thank you though. Alright, so I now have more ingredients that I can make this with, potentially. But I am going to need to, well, make it. So let's click here, and it's going to write the scroll while I fight off more phantoms. I'll be right back. It's got a really cool animation if you're not getting hit by these bad guys at the same time. Oh my gosh. Alright, and there we go. We have the spell recipe Touch and Light. Okay. So, how does this work? Well, I'll need to gather up the following reagents for the Ritual of Arcana. As it's a ritual, I'm going to look under Rituals. And there we go, Ritual of Arcana, page 4. It's used to craft spells. You'll first need to craft an inscription table and scribe a spell onto Vellum. Done. And you might think, alright, well, where's the rest of it? You have to click the tab over here. We've got like the inscription table information here for making an inscription table, and of course the Mystic Focus. But if you look at the Ritual of Arcana, it gives you an idea of how big of an area you're going to need. You're going to need a whole bunch of this stuff drawn out with a piece of chalk. Not just any kind of chalk, wizard chalk. Alright, let me grab these ingredients and make one of those. There we go, 150 uses remaining. That should be enough for me to kind of estimate here. Looks like I'm going to need a 9 by 9 area. Funny that that wind spell works in exactly the right space. Alright, so I'm just going to pin this on the side here so that I can have it for reference, make it a little bit easier on myself. Once I found the middle of this, I should be able to just kind of, wing it from there. There we go, and to unpin this, I just bring it back in here, go back here, and click that to unpin it. And if you recall, it has a little image for this to be put in the middle. There we go, I put it in place, and then I need a little bit more. I think a piece of purified Vintium. And I actually messed it up. I forgot a few pieces out on the outer edges here, but once I'm done, I take a bit of this, and there we go. It then should light up and give you an idea of what it is to place where. Did you know you can right-click these runes with an empty hand and it will try to pull the items looking for from your inventory automatically? What? So if I just go to this location and I right-click, oh, it just places it automatically. That's really good. Okay, and I think, yeah, that's all those items, and I should be good. Then I think, oh wait, I still have a torch. There we go. All right. So now I just right-click again. Oh boy. And it's doing the thing. Oh shoot, I need to mana weave. Okay, let's take this. And do this. There we go. Oh, now I need to do a square. Okay, square it is. I'm following the outline. Oh gosh. I ran out of mana. Oh, you can see at the top there that as I hold the button down, my mana depletes. So I definitely need to work on getting this up a bit. All right, let's try making this one really quick so I don't lose all my mana. No, that was a square. No. Okay, maybe that was a little too quick. There we go. Nice. Spell, touch, light. And I now get these really cool particles. Awesome. Let's try putting one. Right. Oh my gosh, I get to choose. Oh, I remember this from the old days. Oh, this is so good. All these little icons. All right, let me pick one here. And we'll do this one. That looks good. All right, and now when I right click, left click, right click, does it have to be? Oh, it has to be really close to me. That's holy cow, that thing's huge. And I can just break it. Oh, nice. So if I go up here and then I click, there we go. That's neat. Then I can just put a light on top of each of these things. Learning all about light magic. Oh, this is so cool. Okay, this is much, much better. And just to make these a bit brighter. Oh, that didn't work. I'll put a light on top of these. I know it's kind of like anti, but now they're magic fireflies. All right, neat. And how am I doing on this? Affinity, faction, and power. I've got a little bit of affinity with magic just from that light. Sorcery, I have light and touch. Ritual of Arcana. These are the rituals I have access to. Everything down below I don't. The Manaweaver patterns that I have access to, and these are the ones I don't yet, and so on. Manaweave crafting. Oh, wow, there's so many different things. Rune scribing. Oh boy, that's a bit more complex stuff. And rune smithing, constructs, enchantments. Oh my gosh. Well, I do only have 2 more things to go. Craft a spell with complexity 15 or more and reach magic level 15. As this one that I just crafted only has a complexity of 10, it's not going to suffice for passing that. So I'm going to need to come up with something a little bit more interesting. All right, Self and Fling. I think that's going to be my next spell. I'm going to mess around with getting these set up. And then, okay, so this uses up 6 of these, 3 Vellum pages, 2 of the Arcane Ash, 6 durability. That's all good to know. And the mana cost 22.5. So I'm going to be lighting up the base with my magic light spell, which is really cool. Oh, that didn't work out right. Let's put that there. Oh, I think I just leveled up. Yeah, I leveled up. It says just right up here, level 2, and I now have more mana to deal with. So feasibly, I could just spam this a little bit to get some XP to start with, and then get myself a whole bunch more. But yeah, this is just really nice. I don't think I need to worry about torches as long as I have this now, unless I like mine really, really quickly. And this is going to make things so much nicer. And looking at the top, that blue bar apparently is my XP. So as I'm casting this, the blue goes up a little further. And one more should, yep, level me up to level 3. Nice. All right. Well, I at the moment I'm a light mage. That's about the best I've got. Now this is, does this allow me to use this on others? Like, I can make them glow. Okay, that's actually pretty entertaining. All right. You know what? Better yet, I'm going to do Touch and Crystallize, and this hopefully will. It's definitely complex enough. And I'm going to get the ingredients for this, which actually that's not bad either. This should, if I'm not mistaken, allow me to create a way of teleporting creatures around. Now, as these spells get more complex, I realize that you might miss clicking on one of these. Like, for instance, this has not been placed yet. If you click on here, it will clear away everything except for those that you haven't placed yet, making it a little bit simpler for you to place these. So much easier when I don't have the mana issues. All right, there we go. I now have my Crystallize spell. Now, the only problem is I need a diamond for it to work. Let's see. I don't have many. I only have these. But if I use it on an entity, it should store them. So now to go find an entity that I'm interested in storing or keeping. Aha! A carbuncle. Perfect. So now I have in here a carbuncle trapped inside the crystal. But I can just place it back down again, and I get the diamond back. And I can just recast the spell, but I think I need... Oop, I need to actually aim properly at the carbuncle. Got it. Now, not everything works with that spell, of course, but it is definitely a nice way to transport entities. You just need a diamond in that case, and the spell, of course. All right, now I'm going to make a spell book, because I have 2 spells, and that's taking up 2 slots on my inventory. If I do this, and I think if I sneak click... Oh no, control right click. There we go, and then I can put these in the respective slots. Nice! Shift to see detailed information, which tells me the range. Oh, there we go. The range is 3. So 3 blocks away. Duration 15. Yeah, that's fine. And then the magnitude 1. Yeah, that Crystallize spell does not work on very many entities. But if I do see something like a chicken or something, I will definitely be grabbing it. All right, so I just had to set the controls for this, but I set it to M for mana and Artifice. But now I can choose what spells I want, though it's not, as quick as I want because it's on the letter M, which is kind of across the keyboard. But I can choose between the 2 spells. Very quick and easy just by doing that. And then, of course, I can hit Control, and I can change it to different slots if I want, and then bring it back up, and you can see that it's in a different slot. Pretty darn cool, and very useful. I wonder if I can contain a phantom in one of these things. Either way, though, I have made some progress in Mana and Artifice. I've started making my first spells. I intend on making several more, and getting myself up to the next level so that I can get to Tier 2. And then maybe we'll be able to make some really unique and helpful items, specifically a Silk Touch item that I might be looking for. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give a like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to click the notification bell. Come visit us on Twitch. I'll see you all next time.